and breathe, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for life.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin.
Straight and shiny face, let you someone for all his face. So full of praise, I just wanna get back up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around.
I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him, I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Heads up in the sky, and we keep getting the magic down that you cannot deny.
We're glowing light, it's shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight, where wanna go? Up and down, we're moving on around. We're going up and down, we're moving on around.
I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator.
When I just wanna get down, but I'm just going up. So glad I listen to the sound. Know nobody like you got. Well, we never stop. Get down. I wanna let it say.
I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator.
Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back.
Ball like yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Gotta wait till she give me a headache, send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. It's a big, it's a no, as long as she get really listen, I don't mean to call you, cause I don't know that.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw is Daniels. That's into the hands of Worthy. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
60 Eagles.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
They go play action. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Lions, Panther 60, Panther 79 Broncos.
Daniels looking to throw. This one is complete to Jenkins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
They'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
Rig alert, rig alert.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
60 Maverick, 62.
70 Timberwolf. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 18 Pioneer.
Here's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Bronco 80.
Now Daniels.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Seven Pirates. Come 19. Come 19. Panther 9. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run here with a rookie.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's to the tight end Helm.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 59 yards.
And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Point after, right down the middle.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. as they've got it as we resume action.
Andres Borregales is set to kick off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go! 60 boxes, 60 boxes, go!
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Steady.
Daniels from the gun on third down. He'll try and do this himself. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And here's Brad Robbins now. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. He's going to field this at the 4. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to pull.
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10.
6-2. Panther 60 Vikings.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep. Going to give to Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now Daniels going to keep it
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 7 Pirates, 7 Buffalo 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 10 yards out.
And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
score! A pick six for the Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Crack all 80.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Panther 60. 70 Ranger. 19 Lions. Ready, right?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Now Daniel's going to keep it.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
60 Eagles, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is fielded inside the 5.
It's a gain of 31 yards. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
70.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Looking deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. And Xavier Worthy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the try here for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 23, Browns 7. Will Reichard to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And able to get this out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this line the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Open man, Kyle Williams. He's got it.
And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short.
It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
And the Browns
the play fake. He'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jamison Williams.
52 yards. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And 10 at the Browns' 15-yard line.
Come on, set! Liking 18!
Now Daniels. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he coughed it up! And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Now he gets free up the left sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. They'll drop to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals.
On play action, they'll throw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
65,
Back to Robinson now on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. To the right side and intercepted. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Browns first down.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jamison Williams.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they're moving on to